All right, so I'm Nate Gamal. I'm a senior at Marquette University, and my marketing research group is trying to better understand how our new product will perform in the industry and kind of its market potential into the future. So, what is your name, your hometown, major, and year in school?
My name's Megan Carroll. I'm from Palatine, Illinois. I'm majoring in finance and IT, and I'm a junior.
Okay, great. So, have you ever used online music streaming services? And if so, which ones have you used?
Yeah, I've used Spotify, Pandora, and a little bit of SoundCloud, but I currently use Spotify.
Great. So, if you're currently using Spotify, do you pay for that service? And if so, how much do you pay for it? And then, in the end, how much has that price factored into your decision on whether or not to use that?
Yeah, right now I pay for it because I get a student deal of only $4.99 a month for the premium Spotify. But once I graduate, I'll have to pay the $9.99, which I think is just the normal rate. But I'll probably still continue to pay for that because I like the features that Spotify Premium offers. But you don't have to pay for it. You can just have Spotify, but it doesn't give you as many options as the premium.
Okay, that makes sense. So, what is your main critique about Spotify in general? And then, if you have any other critiques about previous services that you utilized?
For Spotify, my main critique is just that you have to pay to get a lot of the good features. So on your phone, you can only do shuffle play. You can't select the songs you want. And then you have to be connected to the internet to stream your music. You can't download it unless you pay for premium. And then, of course, the advertisements can get a little annoying. For Pandora, when I used to use Pandora, I didn't like how you couldn't select a specific song you wanted to play. You could only pick an artist or a genre, so it never really gave you the right music that you wanted.
Definitely. So, how did you find out about these different services? Was it through friends, Facebook, different online advertisements?
I would just say mainly just through friends and word of mouth. I didn't used to have Spotify Premium. I just had the free one, but then through seeing my friends, all the stuff they got to do, and they kind of convinced me to get the premium.
Okay, so they were definitely advocates for the premium service?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So, because you're currently using Spotify, what made you pick Spotify over the rest of the services?
Well, I think Spotify's a pretty good deal, so you don't pay that much, and you can get basically any song that you want when you want it. So it's pretty fast demand, or on demand. But then also, I just like the wide variety of music, so you can choose if you want to listen by genre, or if you want to choose by a playlist that you want to make, or if you want to listen to your friends' playlists. So I think it just gives you a lot of different variety and different options of music selection.
So how often do you make your own playlists? Is it a daily thing, or is it weekly?
No, I probably make a playlist every couple months,
Cool.
And then I'll listen to those, but I like to pick an artist and then listen to their radio on Spotify. But I also like that you can pick any song that you want when you want.
Yeah, so you mentioned your friends' playlist a little bit there. So do you listen to your friends' playlists a lot? And if so, do you like that feature?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot, but I like being able to look to see what my friends like and then learn about new music.
Okay. In the future, do you think that Spotify should lower its price or stay the same?
I think it's a pretty fair price. I mean, I guess a little bit less, but I don't really have a problem with paying for that because you're getting so many songs that artists work very hard for their music, and we should pay for it.
Okay. And then one of my last questions is, does the streaming service provider track your listening history?
Yeah, I think it definitely does on Spotify because it gives you recommendations, a thing called Discover Weekly, and it tells you what kind of songs it recommends that you listen to, but it usually isn't that good. I don't know if it really tracks what you've been listening to recently, or if it just tracks what you save to your songs and playlists, because I feel the Discover Weekly isn't usually updated, or that doesn't really relate to me that much.
Okay. And then finally, do you think that Spotify would benefit from having a pay-as-you-go type rate, or do you think the flat fee for a college student is a better route to go? So basically, however much you use the service, you can kind of pay based on that, as opposed to just paying.
I guess maybe for you should probably have the option, I guess, if you wanted to do pay as you go. I mean, as a college student, I think I use Spotify like every day, so the flat rate probably makes more sense to me. But for people that just like maybe play it at their house every once in a while, pay as you go might be like a good feature to offer.
Yeah, so definitely having the option would be a good thing for Spotify
Mm-hmm.
to go after. All right. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.